What's up, guys? It is JTB here. Not only am I back with Madden content after a lot of time off, but I'm coming back with a bang. Not only is it a fantasy draft, not only am I playing with 1-minute quarters, but I'm doing all this with the rosters from Madden 2005. Obviously, there's going to be some players that aren't even in the game anymore. They're going to be there. There's also players, I think very, very few though, that are actually still in the game. And it's going to be simple enough. Each episode, going to give you guys a little bit of an intro about the game about to happen. Show you guys are going to see the entire gameplay. And then afterwards, we'll go ahead and talk about the game, how it all went. So that's how this episode is going to go. That's how all the episodes are going to go. Our ultimate goal, one season, get there, and then obviously win it all. Win the Super Bowl. But with that being said, let's get into the video. What's up, guys? It's JTB here, and I don't really have much of an intro. Nothing really happened last episode. Nothing really happened is going to happen this episode, I don't think. So, yeah, it's just a standard game against the Denver Broncos. Here's the gameplay.
It's week 10 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Breeze now on first down. And that's complete to Gates. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A look at the numbers for Gates a week ago. 5 catches, 61 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
These guys hooking up right away here, Charles. 2 plays, both passes in his direction, and both catches.
And in our time together, have we not seen the tight end position continue to develop in the passing game? You know, at some point, we may not call them tight ends anymore. We may have to come up with an entirely different way of designating that position and what they do on the field. Because when I hear tight end, I think of the old school hand in the dirt, blocking on the line of scrimmage. These guys are much more receiver than they are guys who are going to move into passing in the running game.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Breeze now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Over the middle, it's complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. To try again after the sack. Breeze caught by Gates, left side. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Breeze now on 3rd and goal. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. Nothing is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. And out now come the Eagles. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action now, Vick. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big gain.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Buying time to his left. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down now. It's done. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over it from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So here's Vick following the interception. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So these 2 teams will take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium as we're through 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Vick to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Michael Vick. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And still nothing on the scoreboard. It remains a scoreless tie.
It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline? Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Back to throw, Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver's offense ready to go again. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action, Breeze. And oh, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down. From midfield, here's Breeze. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Shotgun now for Breeze. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the timeout coming in here. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. First throw in overtime here for Vic. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and that is incomplete. Well, how about this?
So, like I said, nothing happened. A 0-0 tie. This is the 2nd time that this has happened, and I don't even know how to explain it. Because I'm really glad the defense got shut out. That's amazing. But at the same time, our offense was not able to score a single point. So, mixed feelings, mixed emotions. But a tie isn't the end of the world. You know, it also may help. I mean, I'm a soccer fan, so a tie really doesn't really mean anything. But, yeah, crazy times. Next episode, we're facing off against the Saints, who are a pretty good team. But we are a better team in the standings. We're 2nd in our division, so do kind of start to need to kind of get things going. This is week 11, so season is starting to, you know, kind of heat up a little bit. And hopefully
in the next episode, we can go ahead, get the result that we want, get the result that we need. Thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you're new. If you want to check out the rest of those episodes, feel free to do so as well. Hope you enjoyed watching, and it is JTB signing off.